Hey guys, welcome back to a page in the chapter, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Paige and today we are going through my goals for 2022. Boy, has this year gone by quickly. I'm honestly amazed that it's almost 2022. More scared than I am amazed. Hey ho, this is where we're at. It's the end of December, it's almost New Year's Eve, it's a couple days away from New Year's Eve. It's terrifying, it's exciting, it's just the passage of time. And today it is time to go through my goals for the next year. I have 6 goals to share with you today, and I am very excited to start chipping away at a lot of these goals. I think they are all quite achievable and I'm just really excited to start. I think one of the best things about the start of a new year is feeling really motivated to do your New Year's resolutions and set your goals. So these are my reading resolutions for the next year, and I'm feeling really motivated, and that's just a fun feeling. So if you guys like the sound of this video and you want to stick around and see more, you want to see if I actually achieve any of these goals in the next year, then do feel free to hit that big red subscribe button and stay tuned for future content. I upload twice a week on a Wednesday and a Friday, so there is no shortage of bookish content here for you to enjoy. You can also feel free to check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Paige in Chapter for pictures of my dogs and pretty books and updates on my random thoughts on books, because that's kind of what I am here for. So if you're interested, then feel free to check me out on those social medias too. I think that is everything that I have to say for this intro, and so let's get into my bookish resolutions. I feel like I should start by telling you what my Goodreads goal for next year is going to be set as, and it's probably gonna surprise some of you. So my Goodreads goal for this year was 110 books. I'm currently on 95 books. I'm 2/3 of the way through another book, so I think I can hit 96 books by the end of the year. But obviously that is less than I read last year and definitely way off my Goodreads goal. I think I read about 105 books last year, 103, somewhere around that mark. It was over 100 last year for sure. And I'm not going to hit that this year. So my goal for next year is going to be 50 books. Which is so much lower than I usually set my goals, than I have done since I've been on YouTube. I know that I will be able to very easily hit that 50 book goal, and I will probably end up putting it up. So why don't I just set it at a higher goal to start with, you may ask? And that is because it is too much pressure, and I really want to reconnect with the enjoyment of reading again. And that is a main goal for me for next year, is to actually read books that I think I will enjoy, and to take the pressure off. Just setting my goal at 50 books gives me the freedom to DNF a book if I'm not enjoying it, because I don't have to worry about needing to read over 2 books a week. So I don't have to keep thinking, I need to finish this because otherwise I've wasted a load of time on it. I don't have to think like that anymore because 50 books is very doable for me. I can also really take my time with books. I think a lot of books that I gave low ratings this year were probably influenced by the fact that I felt like I had to rush them and skim read so much of them. And if I gave a book a low rating, I'm not saying it didn't deserve that, because I've read plenty of books this year that I've felt rushed to read, but when I started reading them, I no longer felt rushed because I genuinely loved them and wanted to keep reading them and understood them. So I'm not saying that none of my reviews are valid. I'm just saying that I could have enjoyed books a lot more and found them a lot easier to understand if I didn't have this pressure of I need to finish it and I need to finish it in a couple of days. So stripping that pressure right away next year, because I really just want to take my time. I want to feel like I can take a week off from reading if I don't feel like reading or I have a busy week. I don't want reading to feel like an obligation anymore. So pressure's coming off. We're down to 50 books, and I'm gonna actually read books that I think I will enjoy rather than just picking up a load of books that are popular on the internet or books that match a theme for a vlog, because you guys know I like to do reading challenges and things like that, and those aren't stopping, but I would just like to be a bit more careful in the books that I choose for those videos. My next goal is also one that you guys will probably be expecting if you've seen any of my recent content, and that is to finish more series than I start. So I've been quite vocal about the fact that I'm massively overwhelmed by the amount of series that I am in the middle of. It's just a very, very daunting task to finish all of the series that I am in the middle of, and there's so many new series out there that I am excited about and so many new books that are coming out. It's so easy to just get wrapped up in new releases or new series and then kind of lose track of where you are. And then you end up like me where you actually count them and realise that you have a ridiculous amount of series to finish. So at the very least, for the first 6 months of next year, I will be very pleased with myself if I don't start a single new series. Overall, as a more general aim, I really want to cut that collection of series I'm in the middle of down. When I count up everything at the end of next year, I would like my list of series that I finished to be a lot longer than the books of series that I started, and then I will just feel better and more relaxed, and I will have the freedom to start new series again, and hopefully it will kick my butt into gear so that when I do start new series towards the end of next year, I will just binge read them or actually keep on top of them because I'll be used to doing that. That's a major goal for me. I really, really, really want to finish some series so I can stop feeling guilty every time I start new ones or buy books that aren't in those series. I want to get that bad energy out of my brain and just finish some series. My next big goal for next year is to maintain my reading journal. So you guys may have seen in vlog, like there was one vlog where I was reading journaling, and I've shown it on my Bookstagram quite a bit, but this is my reading journal this year. I got it from Amazon. It's really pretty. It has like a little bunch of flowers at the front. It is by someone called Nicole Grace. It's so pretty, and I really want to keep up with this. Way more than 50 books here, but I just wanted to fill the page. I did a little cutout. I've got my series tracker, my 2022 TBR, which I will share with you guys at some point, my 5-star reads, and then my January spread. So I'm really excited about this. I think working on this journal has also been super, super good for my mental health and just giving me something to like really lose my thought process in. And I'm hoping the fact that I've put so much time into it for these past couple months and I'm actually really proud of it will help me kind of keep up with my use of it. So I'm really, really hoping that I can keep up with this and it will be filled or at least somewhat, or like finished at least by the end of the year. And I will have a place where I can like see all of my stats and like just have something to show for the year. Because whilst I have my Goodreads and my Storygraph and my YouTube, and those are all like wonderful things to show progress and like things that I've read, I'm probably not gonna go back and watch every single video from next year to like have something to show for the year. Whereas this will just sit like really nicely on my shelf. I can just pick it up, flick through it, see every book I read in each month, the review that I gave it, the stars that I gave it, my thoughts on it, the stats, how many pages I read. Like it's just all wrapped up right here and there, easy to see, and I will just feel so accomplished if I finish it. So another big goal right here. The next goal that I would like to share with you is actually quite a small one. I'm saving the two big ones that I want to work for last. So this is actually a really small one. I probably should have started with it with how small of a goal it is, because I'm pretty much there or have been there anyway, and that is to post more regularly on my Bookstagram. Whilst I post very regularly here on BookTube, you don't really miss uploads. I missed a couple of uploads when I was isolating with COVID, and that's because I was isolating away from my books and my camera and stuff, so I literally could not film. And I missed one upload a couple weeks back. I missed a Friday upload, and that is because I thought that I was on a night shift and I would have the Friday to edit all day, and it turned out that I was on a day shift and I actually didn't have any time to edit, and I had to rush to work and the video was unfinished, and that was just bad time management and checking of the rota from me there. So I've been very, very regular here on BookTube for the most part, but over on Bookstagram I've been a bit more freer with it, and that is good because I still enjoy it and I don't feel as obligated to post on Bookstagram as I do on BookTube. But the growing kind of goes in tandem. When I'm posting more regularly on Bookstagram, I see the difference in my stats on BookTube. I do enjoy being on BookTube. I enjoy taking pretty pictures. I enjoy seeing it all fit together on my feed. And I won't lie to you, I really enjoy seeing that follower number go up. I don't want to be that person who pretends that they don't like that, because we all do. It's very addictive being a content creator, seeing those numbers go up. So I would like to post more regularly on Bookstagram. Just felt like I was making a lot of friends and I was talking to a lot of people and I was really on a roll with it, and then again, my work schedule just kind of messed up everything that I had built. I'm always working at the time when I have to post, or I just don't really take as many posts because the time off that I have, I'm making YouTube videos, and then when I'm done, I just want to relax. And content creation is much more difficult than it looks when you watch it or see it on your Instagram. But I really, really, really want to get back into it. So that's a very small goal for next year. So just some kind of schedule for my Bookstagram would be nice. And then in that same kind of vein, my next goal for 2022, and one of my biggest goals for next year, and I don't know if it's all that likely, but it is what I am really working towards right now, and that is hitting 1,000 subscribers. Now, before you think badly of me, this is not monetization related. Even if I were to hit 1k subscribers, I would still probably be about 3 years away from monetization with how low my watch time is. But I just want that validation that I'm doing something right, that people like me, or at least like what they see of me, or to just like see the number steadily growing, to know that all of the work that I'm putting in is paying off, because YouTube is just so fickle. I really thought that YouTube would come a lot easier to me than it has done. I am so far behind everyone else who started at the same time as me, and I don't really know why. So this isn't money related. I just really want to know that I am doing something right and that the work is paying off, and I want to hit that 4 figures. That first 1k is going to be such a momentous occasion. Like, I'm chasing it down. I can't stand here and lie and tell you like I don't care about the numbers. YouTube makes you care about the numbers. So as shallow as it may seem, and as much as you all may hate me for saying it, I want to hit 1k. Like, I want that 1,000 subscribers. It will just be such a huge milestone. I like having a goal that I'm working towards, and that is my goal for next year. Do I think I can get another 500 subs in a year? Given it's taken me over 1.5 years to hit the first 500, I'm not sure about this one, I won't lie to you, but I've got to keep adding it on. I've got to keep every year saying that I'm gonna hit 1k. Please don't unsubscribe from me now, I need your subs. And then my final goal is one that I am the most excited to start working on, I think, but it's also the most daunting, and that is that by the end of next year I want to have written something. Now, I don't want to say written a book, because I honestly have no idea if I've got that in me. It might just be a short story, I don't know what it's gonna be, okay? I just want to start writing again. I wrote a lot as a teenager. I was really into fan fiction. I used to write a lot of fan fiction, and my fan fictions actually did pretty well. People seemed to like my writing. And I think when I just like grew out of fan fiction, or being a fangirl, it was a mix of fanfiction being looked down on, so I think I convinced myself that I couldn't actually write that well. And B, writing fanfiction is so much easier because they're not your characters, they're not your world, and you can kind of take inspiration for the plot from real things that have happened. So a lot of the work is already done for you. Now, that's not to say that it's not hard. It's still writing and it's difficult. But to go from writing fanfiction to writing something else, I have failed every single time. And that has obviously just affected me, and I don't write anymore, and I feel like I don't have a story to tell or any ideas. However, I do have a couple of ideas. None of them feel right. None of them feel like the story that I'm supposed to tell. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just think about writing these stories and I'm like, it just doesn't feel like me. But I think I just need to start. I will start planning one, fleshing one out, maybe even start writing it, and maybe that story will turn into something completely different to what I have planned, or maybe it will inspire a different story and that one will feel right. I don't know. I just feel like I need to start, because I keep waiting and waiting and waiting for inspiration to hit, but I don't think it's gonna just hit me round the head one day. I think maybe I have to actively work towards it. Yeah, this is just, I think, something that I need to do for me and to convince myself that I can, because I have failed so many times. I just really want to prove to myself that I can start writing something and actually finish it. It's kind of sad looking back on how much I actually loved doing it that I don't do it anymore. And so there we have it. There are my goals for 2022. I'm so excited about them. I'm nervous about next year because, I don't know, the changing of the years and the aging aspect is starting to terrify me. But having these goals to work towards, it's just going to make it feel a bit more structured. I'm going to feel so much better about it. And if we finish the year and I have completed these things, then I will very happily call the year a success. If I've even checked off 3 of these things, I will call the year a success. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope that you have enjoyed. Leave your goals for 2022 down in the comments. Let's see if we match or can hype each other up about our goals in the new year. I'm just always interested in other people's goals. They're some of my favourite videos to watch at the end of the year. I'm a very nosy person. If you liked this video and you would like to see more, do feel free to hit that big red subscribe button down below. As I said, I upload twice a week on a Wednesday and a Friday, so there is no shortage of bookish content here for you to enjoy. It's a lot of fantasy romance and fantasy romance, because I am basic. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic week, you are enjoying everything that you are reading, and there are no reading slumps in your future, and I will see you on Friday for my next video. Bye guys.